is here, Eliz is here. Hello kids, let's learn English. Welcome to Exploring English with Eliz. English is fun and exciting. Words, phrases and sentences are captivating. Vocabulary and grammar are interesting. The universal language is amazing. Listen, speak, read and write. Know the language and use it right. Come along and join Eliz. She explores the world of English. Let us discover English. Recite poems and read stories. We will explore and learn together to make our lives better. Eliz is here, Eliz is here. Come on kids, let's learn English. Welcome to Exploring English with Eliz. Let's learn English. Welcome to Exploring English with Eliz. English is fun and exciting. Words, phrases, and sentences are captivating. Vocabulary and grammar are interesting. The universal language is amazing. Listen, speak, read and write. Know the language and use it right. Come along and join Eliz as she explores the world of English. Let us discover English, recite poems and read stories. We will explore and learn together to make our lives better. Eliz is here, Eliz is here. Come on, kids, let's learn English. Welcome to Exploring English with Eliz. Eliz is here, Eliz is here. Let's learn English. Welcome to Exploring English with Eliz. English is fun and exciting. Words, phrases, and sentences are captivating. Vocabulary and grammar are interesting. The universal language is amazing. Listen, speak, read and write. Know the language and use it right. Come along and join Eliz as she explores the world of English. Let us discover English. Recite poems and read stories. We will explore and learn together to make our lives better. Eliz is here, Eliz is here. Come on, kids, let's learn English. Welcome to Exploring English with Eliz. Eliz is here. Hello, kids. Let's learn English. Welcome to Exploring English with Eliz. English is fun and exciting. Words, phrases, and sentences are captivating. Vocabulary and grammar are interesting. The universal language is amazing. Listen, speak, read and write. Know the language and use it right. Come along and join Eliz. She explores the world of English. Let us discover English. Recite poems and read stories. We will explore and learn together to make our lives better. Eliz is here, Eliz is here. Come on, kids, let's learn English. Welcome to Exploring English with Eliz.
mga kapwa kong mag-aaral, minamahal na mga guro at magulang, damhin po natin ang presensya ng Panginoon sa pamamagitan ng panalangin. Aming Amang makapangyarihan sa lahat, kami po ay nagpapasalamat sa buhay at kalakasan na patuloy ninyong ipinagkakaloob sa amin. Salamat po sa patuloy na pagsubaybay at paglingap sa amin, lalo na ngayong panahon ng pandemya. Kami po ay humihingi ng awa at kapatawaran sa lahat ng aming kakulangan at pagkakasala na alam po naming hindi kalugod-lugod sa iyong banal na harapan. Dahil sa COVID-19, maraming pagsubok ang aming hinaharap, lalo na po ang aming mga guro. Salamat po sa kanilang mga buhay at kalakasan. Patuloy niyo po silang pagpalain, bigyan ng karunungan nagmumula sa inyo upang kanilang magampanan ang mabigat na tungkuling nakaatang sa kanilang mga balikat. Bukod po naming inilalapit ang mga guro na nagpapagal upang sila ay makapaghatid ng mga educational videos para sa aming mga Fernandino. Salamat sa pagbibigay ninyo ng pagkakataon na mabuo ang special TV at ang iba't ibang programa sa TV at radyo upang kami ay matuto kahit nasa sarili kaming mga bahay kasama ang aming mga magulang. Pagpalain niyo po ang lahat ng kanilang mga gawa upang ang mga ito ay makapagbigay ng karangalan hindi lang para sa mga tao kundi mas higit sa iyo, Panginoon. Patuloy niyo po silang bigyan ng maayos na kalusugan, sapat na karunungan at maalam na determinasyong maipagpatuloy ang layunin ng DepEd at ng San Fernando Elementary School. Hangad po namin ang inyong patuloy na pagmamahal at gabay sa bawat isa sa aming mga Fernandino mag-aaral at sa mga batang mula sa iba't ibang lugar na lagi sumusubaybay sa programang hatid ng Special TV. Patuloy niyo pong ibuhos ang kaalamang nagmumula sa iyo sa aming mga isip at puso. Salamat po sa regalo ninyong pamilya sa amin. Patuloy niyo pong gabayan at patnubayan ang aming mga magulang. Bigyan sila ng sapat na kalakasan at karunungan upang kami ay maturuan nila sa tamang daan at makatuwang namin sa lahat ng oras at pagkakataon. Ama, tulungan mo po kaming isa pamuhay ang mga aral na dala ng programang ito. Ang lahat ng ito ay aming dinadalangin sa ngalan ng inyong bugtong na anak na si Jesus. Sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak, at ng Espiritu Santo. Amen.
Here we stand, united by one mission, sharing dreams within our hearts, filled with hope to carry out the mission, moving forward, achieving the goal. We are dreamers, full of wisdom, through nations bright and celeste, we will grow. We are believers, and strong. Hail high the San Fernando, let the world see your star shining through. Soar high, heaven San Fernando, till you reach the peak of your dream. Soar high, heaven San Fernando, till you reach the peak of your dream. Of your dream, of your
Eliz is here, Eliz is here. Hello kids, let's learn English. Welcome to Exploring English with Eliz. English is fun and exciting. Words, phrases and sentences are captivating. Vocabulary and grammar are interesting. The universal language is amazing. Listen, speak, read and write. Know the language and use it right. Come along and join Eliz as she explores the world of English. Let us discover English, recite poems and read stories. We will explore and learn together to make our lives better. Eliz is here, Eliz is here. Come on, kids, let's learn English. Welcome to Exploring English with Eliz.
Hi!
Hi, Gina. It's nice to see you again. Gina, you see, I am answering the activities in my module. I am confused about the signs and symbols here.
But did you eat your breakfast first before answering those?
Not yet, Gina.
I will help you out with your lesson, but first, you should eat your morning meal. Eating your breakfast can help you understand your lessons better.
Okay, Gina. I will go to the kitchen and get a glass of juice and heat some bread in our toaster. I will get some for you also.
Okay, thank you.
I'm back, Gina. Gina, may I ask you something? I saw an orange logo that says, "Warning, hot surface," on the oven toaster. I took a picture of it. Look. Is this an example of a sign or a symbol?
Nice question, Eliz. Yes, it is. It is an example of a sign. Signs are visual designs or images that display information. That sign warns you not to touch the toaster, especially when it's being used because of the hot surface. That is to prevent you from getting burned.
I see. Gina, are signs and symbols the same?
Signs and symbols have similarities and differences, Eliz. Look at this. As you can see from the Venn diagram, signs and symbols both give information, but symbols are things that represent or stand for something. It is different from signs, which usually give directions and instructions.
Oh, Gina, I want to learn more about them. Can you bring me to the magical world of English?
Sure, Eliz! Close your eyes and get ready for another exploration!
Gina, we are by the roadside. Gina, what are those texts written by the roadside?
Oh, those are road signs.
Road signs?
Hi Eliz! Hi Gina! Hello there kids! I am Teacher Laila.
Good day, teacher!
Teacher, Eliz has a question.
Teacher, can you please tell me what road signs are? Please tell me about symbols as well. Gina told me that those are road signs. What do they tell us?
Eliz, you're right! Those are road signs. Traffic signs, or what we call road signs, are signs placed at the side or above roads to give instructions or provide information to road users. They are important for every road user to maintain the safety and efficiency of our transportation.
Teacher, how do they help maintain road safety?
Listen carefully, Eliz and Gina.
Good day, kids! It's another day of learning. Are you also curious about signs and symbols like Eliz? Join me in this awesome and cool adventure on learning facts about signs and symbols. Look at this. Incredible! These are seen on the roads. The first sign means stop. The second sign means no parking. And the third sign means no U-turn. They are examples of signs. What are signs? Signs are visual graphics that display information or instructions. Kids, signs tell instructions about our own surroundings and environment. We see them everywhere, and they provide clear instructions and visual guidance for the general public and workers in a variety of environments. Some examples of signs are road signs or public signs. They are encountered in public spaces and by the sides of the road or streets. These signs are classified into 5 colors. The 3 hazard signs are the danger sign, which is red, warning sign, which is orange, and caution sign, which is yellow. Danger signs help keep people aware of their surroundings and instruct them to take the proper precautions. Danger signs are hazard signs when a dangerous or a hazardous condition is likely to be life-threatening or can cause serious harm. These signs are coded red. The following are just a few examples of danger signs. This sign indicates high voltage. It is universally recognized as a warning against risk of electric shock. It calls people's attention to items or operations that could be dangerous to us and to persons operating such equipment. This is to ensure that anyone can see the warning even before they open the panel, door, or gates in hazardous high voltage areas. Kids, it is better to stay away from a place with this sign because it is dangerous for you. This sign indicates a risk of falling rocks and that there may be fallen rocks on the road. This sign usually includes this symbol or image. When you see this sign, drivers should avoid any unnecessary stops to decrease the chances of being hit by rocks. This sign is often seen in mountainous areas where the roads are at the edge of mountains. Examples are the roads in Baguio. Have you been to Baguio, kids? Have you ever seen this sign there? Great! Next, we have the warning signs and the caution signs. What are they? Warning signs and caution signs show instructions that prevent us from facing possible danger. Warning signs and caution signs make us aware to be cautious of something in our surroundings. The difference of the two is that caution signs indicate hazards that could cause minor personal injury or property damage if ignored. Warning signs, on the other hand, indicate hazards that could cause severe or serious personal injury, death, or substantial property damage if ignored. Mostly, warning signs are coded orange and caution signs are yellow-coded. Here are examples of warning signs and caution signs.
Welcome to Exploring English with Eliz. Welcome to Exploring English with Eliz.
A no children allowed in this area sign is a restriction sign that has been designed to be displayed around areas where there is a need to prevent or stop children from being allowed to access or enter. You usually see this in areas such as factories, industrial plants, or laboratories where there is a possible danger. Wet floor signs are used to prevent accidents or slipping while floors are wet. Wet floor signs should be used anytime a floor is wet, like when there is presence of liquid, such as water or other slippery substance on the walking surface. Kids, avoid walking on floors with this sign to prevent slipping or slide out of place, like this. Next are notice signs. What are they? Notice signs are used to emphasize or pinpoint specific rules in a place or vicinity. They are coded blue. Since we are facing a pandemic now caused by COVID-19, these are some of the most relevant examples of notice signs that we see around. Please wear a face mask sign is a mandatory message or also a polite reminder that everyone must wear a face mask or a face covering to limit the spread of infectious diseases like COVID-19. Kids, we have the word of the day. The word is mandatory. What is mandatory? Mandatory means an action or procedure that people have to do because it is a rule or a law. Right now, the use of face masks, especially in public places, is mandatory, which means that it is a rule that must be followed and there is a corresponding penalty for anyone who violates it. Next, we have the use hand sanitizer sign. This sign reminds or advises people to use hand sanitizer, especially in an establishment wherein a lot of people enter. This is also for disinfecting purposes to limit the spread of infectious diseases like COVID-19. Now, let's talk about safety signs. Safety signs give guidelines regarding practicing safety in a given place. Safety signs are usually posted in establishments and public spaces. Safety instruction signs are coded green. Here are examples of safety signs. Posting "Watch Your Step" sign around the facility or in a public place warns people to prepare, especially children, for uneven floors or steps that they might not notice. This sign can help reduce those accidents by alerting people before they get to those hazardous areas. This sign is usually seen on stairs. The purpose of the "Fasten Your Seatbelt" sign is to remind passengers in vehicles to ensure that their seatbelts are fastened while the vehicle is traveling. Seatbelts are important because they reduce the likelihood of serious injury or even death, if ever a severe accident will happen, by preventing a passenger from being ejected from the vehicle. Now that you know the meaning of some signs, let's test your learning and answer the activity correctly. Kids, show what you've got! Let us read the following safety signs. Safety first. Ear protection required in this area. Fire exit. Safety first, watch your step. Safety first, lift with your legs, not your back. Safety first, follow pedestrian pathways. Now, let's answer the following questions. Number 1. Which sign tells us to be careful of a slippery surface? Awesome! The right answer is sign number 3. Safety first, watch your step. Number 2. Which sign tells us on how to protect our hearing in a loud area? Incredible! The correct answer is sign number 1. Safety first. Ear protection required in this area. Number 3. Which sign reminds proper crossing of pedestrian lanes? Great job! The right sign is number 5. Safety first, follow pedestrian pathways. Number 4. Which sign tells us the right way to exit in case of fire? Nice! The correct sign is number 2. Fire exit. Number 5. Which sign tells us the proper way to lift a heavy box? 2 thumbs up! The correct answer is number 4. Safety first, lift with your legs, not your back. Did you get the right answers, Eliz?
Yes, teacher.
Very good, Eliz. Now, I will show you some pictures.
What are those pictures for, Gina?
Eliz, these pictures are map symbols.
Gina is right, Eliz. It is important that you learn these map symbols so that you can interpret a map or the objects you've seen in it. Like signs, they also represent an idea and they likewise give direction or instruction.
Really, teacher? Can you discuss more about symbols?
Sure, Liz.
Welcome to Exploring English with Eliz. Welcome to Exploring English with Eliz.
Kids, today we will also learn about symbols. What are symbols? Symbols are things or objects that represent an idea or stand for something else. Symbols are usually found on products, boxes, and containers. But there are some which are seen on roads and in establishments like signs, which remind you to be safe from dangers. Here are some symbols. The dove is the symbol of peace. This symbol represents calmness that soothes and relaxes our troubled thoughts. This symbol symbolizes peace of mind, peace of nation, etc. This means recyclable. The 3 green arrows going in a triangle simply means that something is capable of being recycled. This symbol means poison. The skull and crossbones in the symbol mean that product is poisonous. Licking, eating, drinking, or smelling a substance marked with this symbol can make you very sick or even cause death. It can be seen in aerosol and other harmful chemicals. Kids, this symbol must not be ignored. Keep away from the things with this symbol. This time, let's look at these important road symbols with their meaning. Now, let's go back to the pictures that Gina showed Eliz earlier. These symbols, on the other hand, are called map symbols. Map symbols make it possible for people to understand the map and use the information to meet their needs. This symbol means hospital. This symbol means school. This symbol means church. Here are other map symbols and their meaning. Airport, house, market, restaurant, police station. Now that you know what some of the map symbols are, let's see if you can interpret a map using them. But before that, let's define what a map is. Map is a representation of a place. It is a drawing of a particular area, such as a town, city, country, or a continent. Maps help tell where places are located. Now, look at this community map. You can see the cardinal directions on the upper right part. Cardinal directions are the 4 main points of a compass: north, south, east, and west, which are also known by the first letters N, S, E, and W. Using the cardinal directions as your guide, let me see if you can interpret the community map. Kids, show what you've got! Number 1. What is located on the north side of JR's house? A. Church. B. Market. C. School. Amazing! The correct answer is letter A. Church. Number 2. What is located on the east side of Dan's house? A. Market. B. Police station. C. JR's house. Incredible! The right answer is letter C. JR's house. Number 3. What is on the west side of the church? Letter A. Police station. Letter B. Restaurant. C. School. Excellent! The correct answer is letter A. Police station. Number 4. On which direction of JR's house is the school located? A. East. B. South. C. West. Nice! The correct answer is letter B. South. Number 5. JR wants to eat at a restaurant. From his house, on which side of their community will he go? A. West. B. East. C. North. You got it! The right answer is letter B. East. Great job! You interpreted the community map correctly. Kids, you gained information about maps, signs, and symbols. Now, I will ask you, how did I present this information to you? Great job! I presented the information about maps, signs, and symbols through the use of television and social media such as Facebook. The use of television and social media platforms such as Facebook are some artistic or creative ways of presenting information. What is meant by artistic or creative? Artistic means having or revealing creative skill. Artistic often describes something pleasing to look at. When we say artistic or creative ways of presenting information, this means a more pleasant and more engaging way of delivering information. Information presented in an artistic way easily captures the attention of the audience. What are these different ways? Let's talk about them. The first artistic way is role-playing. Role-playing is the acting out of the part of a particular person or character. This is done through oral performance and acting out different characters. We mostly encounter role plays through musical and theater performance and entertainment films. This is the artistic way to make characters in a story come to life. Here are some examples of role-playing. Second is show and tell. Show and tell is the practice of showing something to an audience and describing it to them. Show and tell can be seen and done in a classroom. For example, a child will bring an item from home and will explain to the class why he or she chose that particular item, where he or she got it, and other relevant information. The teacher's role in show and tell, on the other hand, can vary. The teacher may suggest a theme for the objects, such as particular vocabulary words. During the presentation of the object, some teachers do minimal guidance, while other teachers take a more active role in preparing pupils for the activity, helping pupils give a successful share of information.
Welcome to Exploring English with Eliz. Welcome to Exploring English with Eliz.
Next is radio play. Radio play is an audio play performed and broadcast on radio. Radio play depends on dialogue, music, and sound effects to help the listener imagine the characters and story. It has no visual component, which means people cannot see the characters and how they act. They can only hear their dialogues and sound effects in the radio play. Another artistic way of presenting information is through podcast. A podcast is a series of spoken word, audio episodes, all focused on a particular topic or theme. The term podcast is actually a blended word of iPod and broadcast. iPod plus broadcast is equal to podcast. Podcasts are pre-recorded radio series or episodes that are downloadable. They are audio entertainment or audio discussions about any subject you can think of, and you can listen to them anytime that works for you. Podcasts also allow people with great ideas to publish their ideas or thoughts in an audio format for others to enjoy. The next artistic way of presenting information is through broadcast. A broadcast is a transmission of information to a large group of people through radio, television, and even internet. Originally, broadcast referred only to radio and television broadcast. Today, it also describes digital broadcast sent over the internet. One important example of broadcasting is news broadcasting. News broadcasting is delivering news, events, and other information through television, radio, or internet. By watching and listening to news on TV, radio, and the internet, we become aware of the happenings around us. We are given information on various things. One important information today that we can watch and hear through broadcast is about COVID-19. We are being informed of the things related to the pandemic and also the proper precautions on how to prevent the virus. Lastly, let's talk about poster presentations. A poster presentation allows audience to read information at their own leisure and to interact with the one presenting the information. Kids, poster information can also be a printed paper that includes both textual and graphic elements. It contains information about something and is usually posted in a public place. They serve as infographics that can keep visual readers entertained and interested to a given content, such as safety instructions, leaflets, and announcements. Here are examples of poster presentations about the prevention of COVID-19 and healthy habits for kids. Now that you know what the different artistic ways of presenting information are, let's check your knowledge and show what you've got! Tell what artistic way of presenting information is being shown by each picture. Number 1. A. Poster presentation. B. Broadcast. C. Show and tell. Amazing! The correct answer is letter C. Show and tell. Number 2. A. Role playing. B. Radio play. C. Podcast. Incredible! The right answer is letter A. Role playing. Number 3. A. Internet broadcast. B. Poster presentation. C. Radio play. Excellent! The correct answer is letter B. Poster presentation. Number 4. A. Radio broadcast. B. Show and tell. C. TV broadcast. Great job! The right answer is letter C. TV broadcast. Number 5. Letter A. TV broadcast. B. Internet broadcast. C. Radio broadcast. Nice! The right answer is letter B. Internet broadcast.
Did you get the answers correctly, Eliz?
Yes, Gina. Oh, I enjoyed our lessons a lot.
Good for you, Eliz. It's nice to see that you are learning and having fun at the same time.
That's true, teacher. I'm so excited to go back home and tell Mother about this. Can we go back, teacher?
Of course. See you next time. Thank you both for joining me. Again, this is Teacher Laila.
Bye, teacher! See you next time! Gina, I realized that creativity is very important in many things, just like in presenting information.
That's right. Presenting information becomes more effective when it's delivered creatively.
Oh, I remember. I will make a birthday card for Mother. It's her birthday next week. I will prepare my materials like stickers and coloring pens now.
That's nice. Using those materials you just mentioned in making your card is also being creative.
Really, Gina? Does that mean I'm creative too?
Yes!
Kids, creativity is showing self-confidence. When you are creative, it means that you have the confidence with your abilities to do something more beautiful, presentable, and pleasant. It also indicates self-positivity because you give life and color to the things you do. Thank you for joining me again in our exploration in the wonderful world of English. Again, this is Eliz. See you next time. Bye!